So hey, I got on here today to talk a little bit about what's going on in Salem, Oregon. Some Trump supporters who call themselves the Proud Boys decided to take it upon themselves to chase down and assault um, Black Lives Matter protesters. And the footage I saw, it wasn't black people they were attacking. They were attacking white protesters. They attacked a little young. He looked really young, but they attacked him and called him fag. And then they ran up behind some more protesters that were just walking and attacked them from the back, cowards that they are. And the police did a good job arresting them. They ran because they're cowards. And they had just left the Trump rally. Now, I'm going to try to explain this to the best of my ability. There are Trump supporters who I've talked to who sincerely say that they do not want bloodshed and they don't want harm to come to anybody. They just want equality. They don't believe in Biden and they just want to vote for Trump. I am a known Trump hater, and because what he does is divide the country. As a leader, he has not come forward to try to rectify the situation in America and try to get unity. Because at the end of the day, we're all Americans. And if we don't get this solved, there's going to be another civil war. And this time, it's going to be a lot worse. But to speak on that point, the Proud Boys left a Trump rally. Now, those nonviolent Trump supporters who hear and take what he say and they listen and they're like, yeah, we need to do whatever it is he's talking about. Because I've watched some of his speeches and I'm disgusted. But there are those really, really extreme far right individuals who listen to his speeches and hear the hateful things that he says and take that as an invitation to go out and do people harm. Now, when he sat there and said to Pennsylvania, at his speech in Pennsylvania, that illegal aliens are coming from across the border, no one's an alien. Everybody here on this planet, we're all people. And they're immigrants, just like everybody except Black people came over here of their own volition and settled here and decided to call America home. Everybody's immigrants here, except Native Americans. But they just decided to deny these people safe passage and harbor from what's going on in Mexico, because I hear there's a lot of violence going on over there. And these people want to build better lives for their families, just like immigrants from Australia, immigrants from London, immigrants from the UK, immigrants from Russia and Germany, and all these other places, and that came over, Ireland, Italy. But that aside, these Proud Boys have decided to hear Trump talk about these illegal aliens coming in to all 50 states and hurting and killing innocent Americans by decapitating their bodies and raping them and using machetes on them and cutting the hearts out of Americans. This is what he said. That came out of his mouth. There's no way fake media, as they call it, could have spun that to make it seem like he said something else. He flatly said that. I watched it. And he, to the right, extreme right wing, hateful Trump supporter, they hear that as Trump is telling us to go out and protect our families, our land, our property, ourselves. And they go out there and they target the people that he's talking about. And they come up on Americans, be they from Mexico or Spain or Puerto Rico. And Puerto Ricans are Americans anyway. And they target these people not knowing whether these people are guilty of any crimes or not. They just attack them because that's the race they're in. They've already decided to be the judge and the jury and the executioner and go out there and they harm these people and kill these people. And that is the negativity that Trump is giving to folks. Now, I don't like the motherfucker because he got in front of a camera and said all lives matter. And he's right. You are absolutely right. Every life in the world matters. But when we say Black Lives Matter, and we've said this a ton of times, it's like beating a dead horse. When we say Black Lives Matter, we're saying that we don't want to die because our life matters. Nobody else is being threatened at this rate. Now, to talk about white people, I know that all white people aren't racist because truth be known again, and I've said it before, had it not been for white people, slavery probably would have continued to go on longer than 246 years. Somebody finally said, this is wrong. We need to stop this. White people died, both during slavery and during Jim Crow, fighting on behalf of Black people. So I can't say that white people are innate and just it's in them to be evil. But what I can say is that white people have shown villainous tendencies and ways over the course and history of America to all races of people. They come up with atrocious names. We are niggers. We are spades. We are spirit chunkers. We are moon crickets. We are Pollyannas. We are pickaninnies. We are every imaginable name you could come up with. A black porch monkeys. They made up derogatory names for Spanish people, spicks, wetbacks, beaners. They called them those names. They came up with names for Jewish people. They're kikes. They came up with names for Middle Easterners. They call them sand niggers. They call them towelheads. They came up with names for Indians, called them savages, red man, and go, hey, when they see them. They came up with names for Asians. They called them the yellow man. They call them cowards. I even heard one call one jaundice one time because they call them yellow skin. White people came up with all of these negative names to call other races of people. And why? Tell us why you hate so much. We're not a threat to you, your freedom, or your families. If Black people were a threat to white people, slavery would have never happened. If we were animals and savages, slavery would have never happened because Mr. White Man Massa would have went over the side of that damn boat, the good ship Jesus, the first boat to go get slaves from Ghana. They would have went over because Black people would have amistaded their asses. In every way, shape, form, and fashion, whenever a white person does something to harm Black people, we respond with peace. That makes them even angrier. You kill our mothers, our fathers, our cousins, our brothers, our kids, our siblings. You kill them. And you don't even try to excuse excuse it away now. It used to be, well, they had this on them. No, they had a gun, which were foul excuses. People have the right to go to court for the crimes they are being blamed for. They shouldn't be killed on the side of the street for selling cigarettes with no stamps on the bottom. If they have a misdemeanor warrant, they shouldn't be shot 7 times. If they're playing with a toy gun in a park as 12-year-old, they shouldn't be killed for playing with a toy gun. 13-year-old Black boy shouldn't be shot 4 times because he has Asperger's disease, and being erratic is a characteristic of this disease. We are to be asked questions first and use non-lethal force second if we are not complying. Breonna Taylor was killed in her sleep. She was shot by a police officer in her sleep. But racists want to ignore all of this. They want to ignore that and keep saying, well, if you ain't breaking the law, you won't get in trouble. But yeah, we are. No amount of anything an unarmed Black person is doing warrants them to be killed, gunned down, choked in the street by a police officer. I don't give a fuck what you say. There's no reason. Y'all make up names for us, and all we ask you is why. Why you hate us so much? And you know what? You're never going to answer it, because you know why? Because you do not want to admit the fact that you truly, you deflect all the stuff that y'all feel about yourselves onto us, and so you hate it. You hate I really believe that y'all think that y'all are inferior. And that's why you hate. In 1921, Black Wall Street was destroyed. They said a Black man raped a white woman, and they destroyed a whole city with 300 businesses. Black prominent city who did not need white American dollars to make it. Because of Jim Crow, they were separated and decided to, hey, we need to take care of our own. And because they were doing so well without white people, they were jealous and decided to come up with a lie to destroy this town. Emmett Till was lied on by a white lady, and he was dragged out of his house, beaten to death. Teenager. She said he whistled at her. They dragged him out of his house, and they killed him. White people. The history of this country is red, not white and blue, it's red. Unless you're going to say that the colors of the flag is red from the fury and the blood, white for the people who perpetrate the crimes, and blue from the bruises that they give everybody. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. Black people are tired. White people are tired of it. Latinas, they're tired of it. They're tired of the hate. Do I believe that racism is going to be fixed with all this protesting? No. Hate is too ingrained in this land for us to get over it, for us to try to find a solution. There are too many people who are still turning a blind eye saying there ain't nothing wrong. We have a president that leads us into darkness because he won't address the issues. So it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. People are going to keep killing each other. All I'm going to say is I'm buying my family guns for Christmas. Y'all not going to just keep killing us for nothing. I wish there was a magic answer. Y'all can pray to the God that y'all believe in. Please come down and help us, because I don't see no help. I think it's all on us. To me, trying to talk to some of the Trump supporters that I've seen online is like Jehovah's Witness. A Jehovah's Witness told me one day they was going door to door, spreading the word. And I just want to say on that note, if a Jehovah's Witness comes to your house and you hide in your house like a dumbass, don't be mad when they come back. All you got to do is open the door and tell them, hey, you don't want them to come back, and they won't. They don't harass people. They go out and they tell their truth that is true to them. If you don't want anything to do with them, tell them, hey, I don't believe what you believe. I appreciate it if you don't come back to my house, and they won't. Hiding in your house is not going to make them not come back. They just think you ain't home and going to come back and catch you when you are. That's just stupid for you to hide in the house that you're paying for. It's dumb. But Jehovah's Witness told me that they went to door where they were talking to a lady about Jehovah. And this woman said, I don't believe in no Jehovah. And one of the witnesses said that the word Jehovah is in your holy Bible over 700 times, and she didn't believe them. They told her to bring her Bible to them. They showed her one particular passage where Jehovah's name was. They said, see, it's in your Bible too. She ripped the page out of the Bible and said, it ain't now. That's willful ignorance. And that's exactly how I feel when I see people interview the Republicans that are Trump fanatics and do not want to listen to anything you have to say because they believe in their hate. So much. I'm tired of talking about politics. I'm going to start doing something positive and happy and exciting on my videos because this is not going to be fixed. It's never going to be fixed. Anyway, I'm hungry. Gonna give me a cheeseburger with some fries. Cheesy fries. Y'all take it easy. Talk to you later.